Welcome back to the Writer's Life, the place where you get the sight, sound, smells, tastes, my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about the writer's life. Subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the like button and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one exciting video. One thing I noticed is that I'm getting a ton of views on LinkedIn, which I'm very happy about. But if even like a quarter of you subscribed, I'd be even happier. But that's the way this goes. Like only a fraction of the people who watch the videos, any video, actually subscribe to the channel because they don't want to keep getting like notifications all the time and all that stuff. But if you can find it in your heart to subscribe, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. In any case, so success. I was going to call this, kind of carrying over my theme from yesterday, I was going to call this writers. What is that? Writers and money. But I thought success would be better because everybody has a different definition of success. Some people view success as having millions upon millions of dollars in the bank, maybe $1 billion, like Michael Saylor. Some people view success as just being able to make a living from what they love to do. Therefore, it's not even a job. What did I'm going to get this wrong, I bet. Maybe not. How did Bob Dylan put it? Success is waking up in the morning and doing exactly what you want to do until you go to bed at night, or something to that effect. Which I like. I sort of adhere to that one. But this is a strange business, the writing business, especially the fiction part of it. I started out right out of the gate as a very young man. I made a shitload of money, blew it, the typical, divorce, lost the whole thing. And then I didn't sell many books. So my publisher at the time, Delacorte, was like, they did 2 books and they were like, leave now, please. Bunch of dicks. Anyway, actually, I met some very nice people there. But the people up in the business people, they're dicks. Because you're just a number on a spreadsheet. Anyway, it's not what this is about. And so then, I had to toil around for a while and try to, it was still like the old days where you had no choice but to, go through an agent and beg them to, beg a publisher to take you on. And I went through 3 more years of that, 3 or 4 more years of that. And it was grueling. And I worked on the same book forever. I think it was The Screencatcher, maybe. I don't know. And I worked on the first Dick Moonlight book. But anyway, it was grueling. And what did I do, which was really smart at that time? Really smart. I got married again. Yeah. One of my most brilliant moves in the world. Wow. How stupid was that? And I didn't have any money. We get married and we're in this big house in the burbs and it's mortgage time. I don't have it. Do you? So oh my God, the poor girl. We were just a mess. And, I was spending every penny I could, just getting beers and just escaping, or whatever, into my own little world. So that broke up. Thank God for her at the time. Anyway, I don't blame her at all for that period. I don't blame her at all for wanting to get away from me during that period of my life. But it helped. It was a growing experience and a learning experience, I should also say. And I grew up and I got my career back in order and I got my life back in order and promised myself I would never be in a position where I was dependent on one publisher for my existence and my family's existence. And so I went back to freelancing. I went back to working for news outlets all over the world. And it was actually a really cool, exciting time because I started traveling all over the place and I became more or less a foreign correspondent, and I just kind of got my life back in order. A small press took um, Moonlight Falls, and then another press took it after that, and then I got the rights back to my first two books with Delacorte, and they went ballistic in sales, and made a ton of money again, and lost it because I got back together with the second wife again, and like I just spent it all. And my dad died, left me, with his business. So I made a little money from that, not a lot, but anyway, like, I blew it all. I thought like, because this time around I was like, you know what, I want to do nothing but spoil you and our daughter, and I spent it all. And when I was down to my last few thousand, she's like, all right, hit the road. And I was like, really? After all that? So anyway, and that was a few years ago now. So like now I'm like rebuilding again, and I'm much more, again, another learning experience. And now I've learned how to budget, and even with my travels and the way I live, now I have assets, and I'm doing things the right way, the responsible way. I think this is typical for a lot of writers. What did Jim Harrison say? Jim Harrison was the same way. He made a ton of money, went bankrupt, then made a ton of money again, went bankrupt again, and so he twice. And then he said he was just sort of making like a nice living. But he said like when he was younger, he was like literally the Leon Spinks of writers. Like he's just it's kind of like we're almost like lottery winners sometimes. Like you win $1 million and then you just blow it. You find ways to blow it. People come out of the woodwork and they just want your money, and you're willing to give it to them, and that's what happens. But even in these very difficult economic times right now, I'm happier than a clam because I'm doing what I want to do, and it seems to be going okay. I wish I was making more money these days, but I don't think anybody is. I think, when was the last time you looked at your Don't look at your portfolio today. It's going to be in the red. Thanks, Joe Biden. Anyway, no politics. All right, so it's Friday. It's a beautiful day. I think it's supposed to rain most of the weekend, so I probably will get to you tomorrow. Enjoy your Friday night. Go out for happy hour. I'm going to Il Faro, which is right down the hill in Menands, for happy hour. I'll be there around 5:15 if anybody's around. Come join me. All right. And ciao, ciao.